We get asked all the time what our opinion on Ozempic is. Well, what do you think our opinion is?
Take a long, deep, hard look in our eyes and ask your inner knowing, not up here, down here. Ask yourself what you think our opinion on Ozempic is.
Look now.
Telepathically giving your opinion.
Yes. Before we give it to you, please remember, we're idiots. Don't listen to us. We're not doctors. We have no papers. We're just two people that have lost a lot of weight. Always listen to your doctor, consult with a medical professional. This is our very personal opinion. If you need it, go to your doctor.
That's our usual disclaimer. We're idiots.
We're idiots.
Do not listen to us.
Don't do what we do. Ozempic, we know a little bit. It's not marketed as a weight loss drug. It's supposed to help people with type 2 diabetes lower their A1C. I do know someone personally that was on it because it helped them suppress their appetite. But the side effects were so bad. This person was getting migraines and pain in their stomach so bad. They said it wasn't even worth staying on it. So they have since gone off.
We also have a large sample size of you guys, the friends that have been telling us you tried it or your doctor recommended it, which like we said, go if your doctor says do it, then listen to your doctor.
Listen to your doctor.
But like Nicole is saying about people she knows, the friends have also told us about very similar horrible side effects, and they basically, some of them said they had enough, didn't want to come off of it, and some people said like I'm going off of it, it's not even worth it. So,
and what happened to this person that I know, as soon as they came off of it, they started being hungry again, and then they were having a hard time controlling their appetite. And if you are new, welcome. Kyle and I have lost 130 pounds each, and we've kept it off for 8 years. And the reason why we chose to not use something like Ozempic or any sort of like drug or pill that was supposed to help you lose weight or suppress your appetite, especially something that was supposed to suppress your appetite, because we both had serious emotional eating problems. So even if something suppressed our appetite, it wouldn't have worked for us because we ate when we weren't hungry.
I could have had my stomach stapled to a grape size, a pea size. I could have had multiple staples. It wouldn't have mattered. I would have found a way to overeat.
Same with me.
Because it wasn't about me being full or not.
No.
It wasn't about the food. It was about the emotional reasons. I was giving myself a hug at the end of every night because I wasn't doing what I wanted in life. And so I would numb my feelings. I would emotionally eat, which is all, we can really not call it what it is here on YouTube, but you guys know what we mean.
You get the drift. When we say all heck broke loose or emotional eating, you know what we're talking about. It's just that YouTube doesn't let us say certain things. But I chose not to get surgery and lose weight naturally because for the same reason as Kyle. No surgery would have stopped me from eating. My stomach could have been half of a thumbnail and I would have still found a way to stretch it back out. It wouldn't have worked for me because I wasn't eating. Yes, sometimes I was hungry because I wasn't eating properly, but most of the time I was eating because I wasn't hungry. I was eating to numb my emotions and not feel stuff. And so anything like, you know, that you have to take, like Ozempic, if I were to take it, maybe it would make me not feel hungry, but I still would have eaten on it. And then the thing is, if it only does that for you when you take it, and then as soon as you stop it, you're hungry again, then for me personally, there isn't a point because I still have to learn how to deal with the hunger part.
There's no free lunch. Like, we've seen magic pills come and go, and I'm not saying that this is or not.
No.
We don't know all the details, but just in general, people have, since the beginning of time, have been looking for a way to not eat less.
Yes.
So they want the quick fix magic pill. Those magic pills, when I grew up, even when I was a teenager, in the 90s, there were actual fat burners that were legal, that were allowed to be sold in the supplement stores. And I took them, and they worked with massive, massive side effects. And it didn't stop my eating. So all my diet, my eating would totally negate any benefits of even taking, a fat burner or whatever.
And the thing is, like, I prayed for a magic pill. So did Kyle. Like, we searched everywhere. We tried every fad diet, every magic pill, diet pill, anything out there. I tried some crazy, like, doctor prescribed diet pills and things like that had crazy side effects, and nothing worked because my problem was my emotional eating was causing me to gain the weight. And without looking at that piece, no pill was going to fix it for me. And I wasn't eating properly because I was listening to all of the weight loss industry fad diet information out there. So I was taking away food groups, and I was eating like celery and pickles and like pretty much nothing just to try to lose the weight. And none of that is sustainable. And personally for me, if I were to take any sort of thing, as I would have to be on it for the rest of my life in order to get the results. And that's not sustainable. Those kinds of things always, no one wants to read the fine print on any of that stuff, but it always says combined with a proper diet and exercise. The thing is, if you can't get your diet under wraps, nothing is ever going to work for a long period of time. And Kyle and I know this because we tried everything. We wanted a magic pill. We didn't want to look at the fact that we were not ready to eat less. And finally, one day we didn't have a choice. Our bodies told us our weight was too much for them, and we had to start eating better, eating less.
And that's what leads into another question we get all the time about motivation. Me and Nicole don't believe in motivation when it comes from the outside world or when it comes from someone else. The only thing that motivated us was we were going to be unalive very soon if we didn't do something. So it was, unfortunately, humans often wait till the last minute to do something.
We did.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we weren't going to be here if we didn't change. So at the now, it's a privilege to go for a walk with Nicole. It's a privilege. We just did shoulders and triceps.
And we love it.
We love it. We couldn't wait to train today, even though, we're on maintenance calories or whatever. We still were excited to train today. But in the beginning, there was no motivation. It was, do you want to be here for another couple weeks or a couple months, or do you not want to be here for another, in that period of time? So that's why the fad diets don't work, because their motivation or they're coming from outside. So it never really lasts. That's why you have to keep going through one diet after another, or you follow someone that has a cool workout and you do it for a little bit and then you're bored and you drop them and follow someone else. It's because it's not coming from inside.
Yeah. The fad diets, they usually have a major set of rules that go with it. And like Kyle and I, we don't follow rules. Like, we're two really stubborn people. So if there are set guidelines, don't eat this, only eat this, never eat this again, cut this out, we're only going to be able to sustain that for a short period of time. And then all heck is going to break loose, because we'll feel guilty for wanting to eat something off of the diet, outside of the rules, for wanting to do something different. It's just they're called fads because they fade in and out. They're trendy for a bit and then they go away, because no one can sustain those for long periods of time. If you are living a lifestyle surrounded by rules, like you must wake up and drink water with lemon in it, and before you go to bed you have to drink warm water with pepper, and every 2 hours you have to do 5 jumping jacks, like none of those things are sustainable, because nobody wants to follow those rules. You're supposed to love it and feel free to change things up when you get bored. And that's why when we found what worked, when we were forced to find what worked, we weren't able to look at eating less or dealing with anything because we wanted a magic pill. We wanted things to be fixed so that we would wake up and we wouldn't have to look in the mirror and go, we have to learn how to eat less somehow. We were making weight loss a punishment, and that's what we always say in every video. It's why we couldn't stick to anything when we finally realized, hey, what if we try eating what we like? No rules, but we portion it out because numbers, calorie counting, any of that stuff was just triggering our emotional eating. Any rule, any restriction, anything that made us feel bad for what we were eating, any labels of good, bad, unhealthy, healthy food, it set us off. So we decided, let's just eat what we want and portion it out. And we used the serving sizes on the backs of packages. And it worked because we didn't feel restricted. We didn't feel bad. There was no food that was good or bad or off the table. And it allowed us to like stick to it and be consistent with it for the first time ever in our whole lives. And we finally realized, like, we can do this. Like, you know, if you need something to, like, for instance, I needed a sleep apnea machine for a while. I was medically cleared to not have it once I lost my first 50 pounds, and that might not happen for everyone. It did for me, but I said when I got it, like, I'm gonna try to lose weight and get cleared not to have the machine.
And this is just our experience, again,
yes.
Just personal.
Just ours.
I have had perfect A1C levels after being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes like 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. I've had perfect A1C levels for 10 years from diet and exercise. No pills.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, what I wanted to say is, like, if you need something to help you, to buy you some time, like I needed a sleep apnea machine to buy me some time to work on eating less, to work on fixing the reason why I was eating and learn how to portion my food. And like,
what I did, like why I failed and what I was dreading for years was, like Nicole was saying, both of us were under the assumption that the way we knew before, like all the foods we loved before were gone. If I start dieting, it's going to be a punishment. I have to get rid of everything. I can't ever eat cake or muffins or whatever, pizza again. No, I eat all that stuff still.
Yeah.
It just, and that kind of, the mainstream will never push balance. The truth will never be trending on social media. So we were, at the time we listened to, there wasn't social media, but we had like TV and magazines. And they pushed the same crap. The same fad diets, the same get rid of food groups, the same you're a bad person, guilt-ridden eating, all the same stuff that's pushed now by popular social media people. And that's what we were fighting. We were like resisting something we didn't know anything about because we hadn't actually dieted. We hadn't actually done it a proper healthy way with balance. Only black and white thinking, only this or that type of thinking.
Yeah. And like, if you need something to help you for a while, that's cool. Like I needed a sleep apnea machine for a while, but like, the fine print still applies. And what I mean by that is the fine print on every diet pill, in every thing that you try that you think is a magic pill that you think is going to fix it, it always says this has to be combined with proper diet. You still have to do the work.
Me and Nicole take pre-workout.
Yes.
We take creatine. We take Turk Builder, Acti Builder. We take protein powder. But those things combined only do so little. The biggest 95% of your results is diet.
You still have to do the work, meaning you still have to look at your diet. You have to get your diet under control. And it's what works for you. We had to learn to stop listening to, like Kyle said before, what's outside of you. Stop listening to your friend, to even your family magazines, like, except your doctor, obviously. Like, but do what works for you. If you don't like a food or you want to eat something and the weight loss industry is telling you not to, if it's going to mean that you don't stay on track giving it up, like, choose the foods that you like. Do exercise you like. Make one little change. You know, do you like cream in your coffee? You don't have to get rid of it, just have less of it. Maybe measure a tablespoon. You know, you don't have to give things up. It's not black or white. We learned, like, we kept everything in. Pizza, ice cream, fast food. We ate all of that our whole weight loss journey. Did we eat, you know, nutrient dense food most of the time? Yes, but we still had treats. We had dessert every night on our journey. And that was why we were able to stick to it, because we stopped looking outside ourselves and we looked at the diet and we realized if we want to live, we have to eat less. All right, so at the end of the day, listen to your doctor, your healthcare professional. This was strictly just what worked for us and our personal opinion. But weight loss is not a punishment. You gotta love it. If you're not having fun, you're not getting it done. You're not gonna stick to something you don't like. And we hope, you know, this helps anyone out there struggling. We've kept the weight off for a long time because we love what we do and we love our food. If you wanna know, like, we lost the weight with portion control. If you wanna know my exact portions and my exact meals that I ate to lose the weight, you can buy my weight loss ebook called The First 50. The link is down below and code Nicole will save you 10%. We also have like a guilt-free cookbook and a couple other books as well. Also, we have HTLT steps, I call it Hoodilt. I brought mine and Sassy's favorite flavors down. Mine is Luckier Marshmallow Cereal. Sassy's is the straw cheesecake, which is quite good. Code Nicole.
Quite good, it's the best.
It's, no, this one is the best. This one's really good, but like, I'm a cereal girl, so helps me with my cereal cravings. Best protein powder ever, seriously. Code Nicole will save you 10% off. Link is down below. Thanks so much for watching, the friends. We really appreciate your support. We love you. You gotta love it.
If there was a fire and I had to grab one flavor, straw cheesecake.
I'd be grabbing this one. And this one.
I was just gonna make a joke. You took my joke.
Oh,
so I was gonna grab this one first, this one second, and then if there's still time, I'll save you.
Oh, thanks. That's appreciated. On that note.
Well, these are really good. I have to eat. If the house burns down, what am I gonna eat?
Oh, give me.
I got a protein powder then.
Why is his name Sassy, you ask?
It's just logic, really.
On that note, we'll catch you in the next one, cutie.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't